Hello there, event rental professionals. Welcome to my balloon and event rental store. So today, as a business owner, you got to do what it takes, right? So today, our student who works Saturdays has an exam at 9 a.m. Like, I don't know who would have exams at 9 a.m., but apparently our university does that all weekend long. So here I am. I came in a little earlier to be able to make this video for you. The balloons for today, they're already ready to go. And the rentals in the back, they're already picked and ready to go. And it's now preparing for the day for all the walk-in rentals because, you know, booking ahead seems to be so difficult. Anyways, I'll take a walk through the warehouse and hopefully you enjoy my day with me today. I thought this is a corner of our showroom where it's interactive. We let people kind of play with the linen and the dishes and the different glasses. And we still have other glasses over here on our cake display, which also gets rented out. And, you know, all of our runners are here and our overlays and our chair covers, our sashes and napkins are over there. And a sample of 2 of our cocktail tables is here, along with our bar stool and bar chair. We have now added some new signage here to our doors. Our warehouse is beyond these doors, which is not exactly where we want our customers to go. We don't want our clients roaming the warehouse. We have exactly a similar sign up really at our warehouse door, the big overhead door where we put our rentals out, saying again, customers not to roam the warehouse because, you know, that implicates your insurance. We also have this new sign up here below that saying that we have cameras installed. As you see, there's one up there and there's another one over there on the ceiling. These cameras also have recording of audio. So if a staff here has a problem, they can call us and we can talk through the camera with the staff. What this also does though is that if we have an altercation or we do have a select group of fairly rude clients, rude customers, and they're not very nice to the staff because they seem to think there's a hierarchy in this world and they are serving them and they are significantly rude pretty much every time they come in. I now have a backup to say, hey, you are rude, because I'm starting to call them out on that, and that's not behavior that I'm willing to accept for my staff, because that's only fair, right? I mean, we need to, as owners of a business, we need to also be able to back our customers, also our staff. The customer is not always right. So I've addressed this with a few people already, and you know, it just needs to be done. We cannot have people coming in and talking to all my staff like they are dirt and garbage. So that isn't going to work for me. And it's not a way how I can keep staff happy, and nor the staff want to stay, because the volume on this end of the city is like that. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you. We have a camera like that in the back as well. It is pointing at the big overhead door so that when clients come in to pick up, we can see exactly what they're loading. And it has helped because we've had clients try to return stuff and they're short a couple of boxes and they're saying, well, you never gave it to me. Now I can go back and get the video from when I loaded their vehicle to when they unloaded, and they're all on the dolly, so we can count the boxes easily on the video, and I can show proof, hey, no, this is what you took, this is what you brought back. And in most cases, and pretty much all cases so far, people have gone back, oh, sorry, let me go back and look, and they have found the glasses or the crate of plates or whatever it is that they're missing. Or anyways, hopefully this will help. It's not about spying on your staff or your client. It's about protecting your business. And today and age, it's a necessity, and it's also really good for insurance, right? Because if you ever have a theft, you have some video to prove, hey, this is a theft. This way we can record what is necessary for us to be safe within our own business. Now we're on to the warehouse. All of our chairs back here that have covers on them, which is really damaged linen that I've sewn into covers to be able to cover the entire stack. That way in our low season, they don't get so dirty. The ones that are not covered, they've just come in yesterday from a rental, so we need to wipe them down again. And if it's not too busy today, I will make that happen. As you see, this whole row of chairs is already out. And these are our Phoenix chairs, which are currently in this weekend, but I believe they are a majority of them out next weekend. So it's, you know, things are picking up. Some of our Jenga games are over here. We have some dessert stands and things like that down here. Our pipe and drape set up. We got to keep our fridge because we need to eat it once in a while. This is our pick bay. So this is where all the items come in and out. We still have some rentals that still need to be picked up, including a large pipe and drape order for a ebony something, I forget the rest of it, trade show that they're doing. And this is where we keep our barbecues. We've got 3 5-foot barbecues, our carnival machines, stanchion posts, which some of them are out as well, our little tiny barbecues for the, you know, smaller family gatherings. And tables are over here. Pop-up tent weights, carnival machines, our griddle. We have large games here. There's 2 here, which means 1 is out because the 3rd one's here, and I know we have 4 of them. Up there you'll see in the black we have covers on them. There's a trio stand. And then over there we have a ton of those chafing kits and stuff like that. This wood is actually a wood wall. You can see that as well on our business websites if you want to see. It's a no tools required wood wall that I've made, and it's 8 by 8. So if you need to make one of those, send me a message. I will send you the link. Linen is already in the machines, including my own, because, you know, perk of being an owner. I got to be here today. I may as well run all my laundry. All of our glasses, you see the empty pockets, so we do have some out, especially those ones. There's a lot of them out. Our plates are at the back. Our linen lady is so on top of everything this week that the only thing she's left is this bin for drying, which I'll take care of today. And everything else is actually clean. So our shelves are pretty full, minus, of course, the umpteen bags of linen that are out, which is a lot because we do send a fair amount to venues. And our roller, which I really don't like using, but our linen lady loves it. So I'm super happy she's here Monday through Friday. And as you see, our warehouse is fairly organized, which is the best way to keep your organization and your business running smoothly. If you start dumping stuff wherever it may land, it causes an enormous amount of chaos. So we are very diligent on training our staff. Just because it just came in doesn't mean it gets left there. It gets dealt with one order at a time. I understand, like when on Monday we're going to get a whole bunch of orders back in together, and we might get 4 or 5 people at once, which is common. So what we do then is we end up just piling all their stuff in one spot, and we find their contract and we put their contract on top. They can wait for us to count it, or they can leave and we will let them know if there's anything missing. But we keep them in contract by contract, so we know who is missing what. It does not leave this bay. This is our door where everything comes in. Nothing leaves this bay not counted. If it's in this bay, it is not counted. Nothing passes really our desk over here. Basically where our garbage can is, this line, there's a crack in the concrete. It's made by a Sawzall, I guess. That crack in the concrete, that's our imaginary or visual line that nothing crosses that isn't counted. This avoids a ton of mistakes. This also brings attention to who didn't return all of their dishes, all of their glasses, because certain clients like mobile bars, they might be setting up somewhere and then they're collecting all their boxes, but somebody moved a box. So they're just thinking, oh, this is where I've kept everything. Everything is in the truck. They bring it back and they could be short 2 or 3 boxes of glasses because somebody put used, dirty glasses underneath the table with a linen on it and they didn't know that they were moved. So this is the only way, honestly, that we end up catching it is if we are super diligent on the counting on the return. It is very important. Linen is exactly the same way. It all gets thrown here in a pile. We have some laundry carts and we have just those Rubbermaid bins that we use if we need to dump them all in there. It's not a problem. The laundry carts on wheels, the commercial ones, they are nice. They are really handy to have, but I seem to think they're really overpriced for the usage. So I try to find them used on Marketplace to help with the budget. Hopefully you can find some yourself if you do linen. And this gives an opportunity. With the linen, we splay them all out. We're checking for mold. We're checking for holes. We're checking for candle wax. because all those 3 items are not covered under the damage waiver because that is considered negligence. So the client needs to either replace the linen or they get charged out for that linen. Everything else like food stains, spaghetti stains, barbecue sauce, yes, some of them are really hard to get out, but it is covered under the damage waiver because it is just regular wear and tear. We can't control what people eat, right? Red carpets is another one. They're starting to go out again, and graduation season is coming, and they are a popular item for that. When they go out, we carry the 4x10, 4x20, and 4x50s. They go out. When they come back in, again, we need to vacuum them all. We carpet clean them all. We let them dry, and then we roll them back up ready for the next rental. So for us, we have about 7 or 8 of the smaller sizes and 2 of the larger sizes, and that seems to work well for us to be able to turn them around in time. A big thing that we've increased our inventory on is the fold in half tables. We used to only have like 10 of them. We've upped it to 20, and that has been a benefit. We do charge $1 more for those tables because the lifespan for them is shorter, especially when you have, stupidity people at their event. They're standing on the table and they break the hinge that folds it in half. So that's why we do charge a little bit more for that table. As far as percolators is concerned, we used to send them out in bags, but what ends up happening was, as I did it myself, so I have to be honest, I put it in the back of a trailer in a beer trough and it bounced around so much I dented it and broke it completely. So now all these boxes up here, those are called percolator boxes, and we get those from glasscaddy.net, and they have been a real blessing to have. We also order our glass boxes from them. They come in different size dividers, so you can get dividers that will do 100, 24, 36. Those are the ones that I have. They also come in different heights of boxes, so I get the really short ones for the shot glasses and the salt and pepper shakers. I get the medium ones for our 8-ounce wine. I get the tall one for our 14-ounce wine goblet, 14-ounce beer glass. Those ones fit in there. Our flutes are also in the tall box. Flutes are a great glass to go in 36. And for us, that is fantastic because we send all our glassware out in full dozens only. So 3 dozen fits perfectly into 36. And when we do the boxes of 24, our middle slot is empty. We do have other corrugated plastic boxes with lids as well that come from a Canadian supplier. We got them first, then I didn't realize they had them. Then we ordered from glasscaddy.net, and then I realized, I can still get boxes. So now I know where to get my next round as well because of the tariffs, right? Our importing from the US is becoming insanely expensive. Hopefully this helps a little bit, and I'll walk you over to linen in a moment. This is our linen area. So the bottom shelf is our most popular, which is the 90 by 132s. The second popular is the 50 by 120. So this whole shelf all the way down the line is 50 by 120. The one above that is 90 by 156s for the most part. All the way at the top are the 54 by 54 overlays, which hardly ever go out. And then we have still bins behind them that are extra napkins, because some napkins that we took over from another company, they had like 1,000 of them. I never send out 1,000 in those wild colors. So these are our napkins, and what we do is we fold them into 10s. We rent them individually, but we fold them into 10s. So if somebody needs 100, it's 10, 20, 30, 40. It's easy to get to 100 that way. So on this side, again, we have more napkins, and we found some of these collapsible bins, which also hold napkins really well, and they stack very well as well. And then, of course, here we have some satin overlays, and 72 by 72 overlays are all here at the top, which we're ending in drape, like 10 by 20 drapes, some cheesecloth drapes, cheesecloth runners. And we get into the 96 and 90 inch rounds, which are over here, 120 rounds. And then on this side as well, we have more 96 inch rounds, 120 rounds, and all the way at the end on the right are the universal chair covers. All these bins house all of our sashes and runners. We have multiple colors per bin to save on space. And our little roller, as you see, our linen person is busy with some sashes. I guess she still needs to put them away. She probably ran out of time. We do have 3 sets of washers and dryers, which is really convenient. We would love to have the commercial ones, but our building is out of power, so it'll be on our next move that we will most likely go to the commercial washers, because by then we will for sure need it. Just use old Rubbermaid bins to throw in the dirty linen when they come back in. These are the laundry carts that I do have. So when we have, if I know I have a ton of, let's say, black linen coming in, I'll take one of them and I'll put it at the back door. So when we're counting the linen, we can, done counting it, we can then throw it in this right away. So that just cleans it up a lot quicker. Because we do have weekends where there's a ton of trade shows and most of them go out with black linen. So then we get a huge volume of that back in. Hopefully you enjoyed our walkthrough of my warehouse here today, and I was able to share some insight with you and some tips and tricks on how you can keep yourself organized and how to set up your warehouse for a natural flow for picking orders and for product traveling through your warehouse to go in and to come back out, and to go back out, I mean. Any questions at all, please leave it in the comments below. Like and subscribe and hit that bell so that you know when I post the next video. Typically it's on Monday, so it would be great if you could pop by every Monday and check out my video, in hopes that it can help save you some time or give you some tips and tricks on running your business. I mean, everything takes time to learn. We've been at this for 15 years, so I've had a little bit of experience under my belt, and we've come across a lot of issues. If you have questions of any kind, don't be shy, just ask away. Thank you.